Allah will replace you. Allah will replace you with other people that love Him and He loves them. And one of the characteristics that Allah mentions,
Han Meditations.
Hello guys, I am Han and this is Kelly.
Hi everybody.
We are Han Meditations. We're back with another interesting and exciting video. It's about that time of the year where Halloween is coming up. So, we want to do a little, festive type video, let people know about Halloween. Are Muslims allowed to celebrate it? Is it okay? Is it good? Is it bad? What is the real, what's the real deal with Halloween, guys? Because it does seem pretty demonic, honestly. It really does, truly. It seems like a pagan holiday where people are coming in and they want to watch scary movies. They want to do bad things. They want to, they want to dress up as creatures and roam around.
Creatures.
They want to leave. Really think about it. They want to leave dead bodies, corpses, obviously fake,
or monsters,
but corpses and monsters displayed outside their house. Murderers let their children dress up as killers with bloody knives, and it's just. Go into any Halloween store, you're going to see bloody knives and creatures crawling and monsters and ghouls, goblins. I even seen, this is really, really weird and bad. Yeah. I seen a straight up, full-blown Satanist Baphomet costume.
We did see that.
In the Halloween store. I'm like.
That was disturbing.
I'm looking at it. I'm like. Huh? They just sell Baphomet Halloween costumes now, where you could just straight up be the devil or Satan, a Satanist.
No, that.
This is just like they're not even hiding it now. This is just real deal. What they're doing out on display. They're getting riskier and riskier every year.
Honestly,
let's watch this video, see what he has to say, and find somewhere comfortable to sit and watch, and let's get right into it together.
Halloween is coming up, and I want you to ask yourself one simple question. Do you have enough self-respect to be different? Do you have enough self-respect to stick out? Do you have enough love for Allah's deen to not care if you look like everybody else and you do what everybody else does? Are you comfortable with being different? Because there's a bigger problem at play if you think that you just have to let your kids celebrate Halloween just because they want to fit in, just because that's what everybody else is doing, just because they're going to have some sort of uncomfortable conversations in school if they don't do that. That entire mentality, that entire attitude that you're teaching your children is an attitude that's going to absolutely obliterate their Islam. And that is a bigger deal than whether this particular holiday is permissible, that particular holiday, or any sort of particular individual remembrance. The attitude that you give them of loving and cherishing and leaning into being different, that being proud to follow Allah's deen, and being content with what Allah's deen gave us, to get away from the inferiority complex or the mentality that we just have to be like everybody else and be accepted and be likable. That's really what success is. That's not what success is. Allah doesn't tell us anywhere in the Quran that success is in being liked by other people or being accepted by other people. Allah says the opposite, that if you don't uphold this deen, if you don't protect this deen, if you don't take it as a banner and as a torch and carry it forth and bring it to the people and show them the beauty of it, Allah will replace you. Allah will replace you with other people that love Him and He loves them. And one of the characteristics that Allah mentions, وَلَا يَخَافُونَ لَوْمَةَ لَائِمٍ. And they don't even care if they're blamed. They don't even care if people make fun of them. They don't even care if people want to laugh and say, oh, this guy's weird, or look at all the things that he does, or who cares? Are you after the approval of the people, or are you after the approval of Allah? And that's really what it comes down to when it comes to Halloween or Valentine's Day or any of these other celebrations. It's a symptom of a much larger disease. And that larger disease is trying to find the approval of other people that don't love you anyway for your deen. Don't concern yourself with the love of the people. Concern yourself with the love of Allah. The scholars, they say that taqwa, having piety and conscientiousness and having concern and awareness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is like walking on eggshells. It's like waqaya. It's like walking through a thorny field. It's something where you are going to walk very carefully because you're concerned about what your Lord thinks about you. Now tell me, letting your kids celebrate Halloween, is that demonstrating an attitude where you care what your Lord thinks about you? Or is it rather demonstrating an attitude where you care what your neighbor thinks about you, whether you care what your boss thinks about you? Answer that question for yourself and stay away from Halloween.
Wow. So that's interesting. So, growing up, Halloween was definitely one of my favorite holidays. Not my favorite. My favorite was always Christmas, of course, because you get presents and gifts and so on and so forth. But I did like Halloween, but there was something weird about it. And, but I think we have to almost separate Halloween from fall.
I was
Those
gonna
are
say that.
exactly, because those are two different things. Because Kelly likes to decorate for every season. She likes to decorate for fall. She likes to decorate for winter, around Christmas time and all that. She likes to decorate for all these holidays. And she loves putting up little leaves changing because where we live, the leaves are going to change colors. Everything's going to start looking miraculous and spectacular. It's about that time now where everything kind of comes alive right before it dies. And it's starting to turn bright colors. We have bright reds, beautiful oranges, beautiful yellows, still green, everything on display together. A colorful display of God's creation is in the fall. So you can still celebrate and have a pumpkin, stuff like that without putting nastiness in your house, without putting ghouls and goblins and creatures and, devils and skeletons and all that in your house. No one's making you do any of that.
Agreed. Yeah, no, that's actually what I was going to say, because fall actually is my favorite season, and I just really love how the nature looks. My birthday is in October, and I just really love this time of year. I love all the seasons, and I love nature. It's one of my favorite things, and I think it's really great to love nature because that is God's unmarked creation of the earth, right? So no human played with it. It's just literally as God made this earth, what happens with God's hands and nothing else, interfering, right? So it's special to me, and yeah, I enjoy decorating for fall. But personally, I don't get into like the creepy stuff when I do my decorating. It's just very like orangey leaves, that type of thing. Although I've always enjoyed Halloween as well, more so when I was younger, of course, when you can eat all the candy and figure out what you want to dress up as and go out with your, siblings and cousins and whatever. And that, it can feel kind of like a community thing because, maybe your whole neighborhood is going to come and like trick or treat or whatever. And it's like a lot of times like this can get interfere with society, which I guess can make it tough, right? But yeah, personally, just the creepy type stuff, I don't like to decorate with. Like I just couldn't imagine just hanging up like a skeleton. To me, that just feels a little off-putting. I get why people do it, but yeah, it's definitely not for me. And it's kind of funny, like, even think about saying that, like, trick or treat. Like, give me a treat or, like, I can trick you. Like, there's almost, like, this sense of mischievousness behind the day. And I don't know. It's just, it's kind of a weird one. It kind of is a weird thing to think about that this has become such a profound part of American culture.
Yeah, I wonder if they even do this in other countries. Do they even do
know.
Halloween in other countries, like in the UK and other black? Because I seen this girl from the UK talking about this, and she's like, "Hey, I want to come and live with someone in America so I can try pumpkin spice and all this stuff because it's really a big thing for marketing and all that here." In the UK and other countries, do they celebrate Halloween?
They do indeed. In the UK, Halloween has become pretty popular over the years. People often dress up in costumes, carve pumpkins, and kids go trick-or-treating. Very similar to what you'd see in the US. Other countries in Europe celebrate it to varying degrees too. Ireland, where Halloween kind of originated from ancient Celtic traditions like Samhain, definitely celebrates it. And you'll see it in places like Canada, Australia, and even some parts of Western Europe.
So they celebrate it at the same level as the United States then?
And not quite at the exact same level, but it's definitely grown a lot in popularity. In the US, Halloween is huge. Like, whole neighborhoods go all out with decorations, giant haunted houses, and tons of trick-or-treating. In the UK and other countries, it's more like a fun, adopted tradition. People definitely celebrate with costumes and some trick-or-treating, but maybe not always on the same massive scale as the US.
Do they have all the marketing stuff like the pumpkin spice and all that there too?
I would definitely. The pumpkin spice craze has traveled pretty far. In the UK, for example, you'll find pumpkin spice lattes and autumn-themed drinks in a lot of coffee shops. They might not have quite the same tidal wave of pumpkin-flavored everything as in the US, but it's definitely around. And yeah.
So it seems like they do celebrate it, but not as big as in the United States. So
that's true. Even think about the
interesting to
haunted
think about.
houses, like haunted houses and scary movies are just all at this
Yeah,
time.
I wonder, do they have haunted houses? I actually want to know that too.
And Ohio has.
Do they have haunted houses like they do in the United States?
Absolutely, they do. Haunted houses are definitely a thing in the UK and other countries, even if they're not always quite as over the top as some of the huge haunted attractions in the US. But you'll definitely find spooky events, haunted tours in old castles, and themed scare attractions popping up around Halloween. It's all part of the fun and definitely catching on globally.
Like, how many do they have? Because where I live in Ohio, I heard has the most in the United States. Can you check how many there are in Ohio and then check how many there are in, like, all of England or whatever, roughly?
So it looks like Ohio really does have a ton, over 130 haunted attractions, which is pretty huge. In England, they don't really have that same number of dedicated haunted houses, but they do have a lot of historic spooky spots like haunted castles and famous ghost story locations. So it's a bit of a different vibe, but still plenty of haunted fun over there too.
So, like what it says, just where the state we live in, Ohio, has more than the entire country of England of haunted attractions.
Has a lot. I
So
don't know what
it's
it is
pretty,
about Ohio, but
it's pretty crazy, guys. We've been to some before, and it's weird. It's really weird, guys. So they even did one about The Conjuring.
yes, like they officially
so
like linked up with The Conjuring to create this one at this theme park in Ohio. It's nuts.
It's called Cedar Point. It's really
Cedar Point Halloween.
It's really weird, guys. So let us know what you guys think, guys. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing the video, and being here with us. And, of course, thank you everyone who's ever donated. We love you guys so much. And we'll see you in the next video.